You know, it's not terribly often that in non-action or comic book movies, you get spin-off films. They've happened, but they're not common. Like, not at all. Once you move outside of the realm of like sci-fi, supernatural, comic book thing, very, very rare. But the 2007, my God, I still can't believe it was 2007. The 2007 comedy Knocked Up with Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl. Pretty damn funny movie, actually. I like that movie a lot. But they had two characters in it, played by Paul Rudd, and what's Judd Apatow's wife's name again? I've had a crush on her since she was in George of the Jungle. Leslie Mann. They took those two characters from Knocked Up and they did a spin-off movie 10 years ago called This Is 40. This Is 40 was not nearly as good as Knocked Up. It certainly had its moments. It really did. It's a movie that has its moments, but overall, it's not a memorable film. Not exactly a great film at all. It had some moments, made me smile, and you can't help but love Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd. Even when they're in a bad movie, Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd on screen, together or separately, they're watchable. But whatever, This Is 40 came and went. Well, guess what, guys? Since nobody in the world was asking for a sequel to This Is 40, Judd Apatow said, I'm going to give the world This Is 50. And that is what's happening. Judd Apatow has announced that he is currently developing, and as he believes it's going to be his next movie, This Is 50, following up on the same family. By the way, the two girls that play their daughters, they're Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann's actual kids. And one of them is in Euphoria now, and one of them stars in that new movie coming out, The Bubble. So, like, they're actresses in their own right now. Anyway, this comes to us from our friends over at Joe Blow. In a recent interview with The Wrap to promote his upcoming Netflix film, The Bubble, writer, director, producer Judd Apatow revealed that he's developing a sequel to one of his most personal films, This Is 40. The title, well, what else could it be but This Is 50? As Apatow said in the interview, I've always wanted to make This Is 50, and it's time. Indeed, This Is 40 came out 10 years ago, so it would make sense for them to dig into the next chapter in the lives of Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann's Pete and Debbie. And that comes to us from the guys over at Joe Blow. I will say this. On its surface, I have no interest in This Is 50 just because I wasn't a big fan of This Is 40. But two things will get me interested in this movie. Number one is that it's Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd. I mean, I don't care what Paul Rudd's in. I'll watch it. And I don't care what Leslie Mann is in. I'll watch it. Let's get some fucking French toast. One of the greatest lines ever in the history of cinema. From This Is 40. Or 40-Year-Old Virgin. So I'll watch anything. And I will tell you that listening to Judd Apatow, because I read some more of his comments about really how personal this is. And he wants to write a story about his own experience about getting older, growing up, having your kids growing up, the places, finding the humor and the fun in the realities of life and stuff like that. And listen, a lot of people forget, Rob, Paul Rudd is now 52 years old. He still looks like he did in, what was that teenage movie, Clueless?
Oh, yeah.
He still looks like he did in Clueless. The dude's 52. But I'll tell you what. I'm not going to say I'm excited for this movie. I'm not. But I am interested to see, what Judd Apatow has to say at this point in revisiting these characters. I don't know. What do you think about this?
Look, you know what? I enjoy Judd Apatow's output. This Is 40 I thought was okay. I enjoyed it. I'll watch this. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if this is a post-pandemic, where we're at now.
Right.
How what does it mean to be John, This Is 50. You should know something about that now. But what does all that mean? And where are we at now as a society? And having a comedic lens focused on that, even though it's an upper middle class comedic lens, it's or very upper middle class. It's still can be an interesting, insightful comedy. And I love the cast like you. Why not? It could be good.
All right, guys.
He's a talented filmmaker, and I want to see The Bubble.
He's a super talented filmmaker. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? I think most of us like Knocked Up. I think a good amount of us probably weren't all that thrilled with This Is 40. Are you invested in This Is 50? I'm at least curious about it. What do you guys think? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of today's video, Peloton. Now listen, in the never-ending quest to try to stay in shape, one of the keys is to vary up your workout and your exercises to make sure you avoid losing your motivation and keep from getting burnt out from doing the same thing over and over again. Peloton has you covered. I know for me, one of the keys was getting my Peloton tread and using the Peloton app to get my varied workouts in. And Peloton just keeps pushing you forward with new classes, new music, new ways to keep your workouts fun and motivating. One of the newer offerings that has me personally really excited is their boxing classes. Peloton is stepping into the ring with its newest discipline, and you don't even have to have any gloves. Discover a fast, furious, and fun workout with Peloton instructors in your corner. Even if you've never boxed before, these classes will have you working up a sweat while working on the fundamentals of form, footwork, and fun combos that will keep you on your toes. Peloton has a workout for every day and every kind of schedule. So guys, right now, visit onepeloton.com to learn more. That's ONEPELOTON.com.